First of all, we're very excited here in the city of Boston and in the state to host Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Both teams have played incredible series, and Bruins showed us the other night that they're not done yet. They had a really strong game. They've been practicing, and hopefully Patrice Bergeron gives another pregame pep talk tonight in the locker room. But I don't know if they need that, but I think they're going to be ready to play tonight. So I want to congratulate the Boston Bruins and the Bruins organization for an incredible season. Regardless of what happens tonight after the game, they're certainly champions in our eyes, and they're a great hockey team. So congratulations to the Bruins. The game starts at 8 o'clock tonight. Canal Street's open for Fan Fest before the game. The weather right now, there's a chance of showers and thunderstorms, so we're asking people to plan accordingly. We have temporary parking restrictions in place that will be implemented on the streets around the Garden and North Station area, as well as Faneuil Hall, Fenway Park, and Kenmore. So we're going to be making sure, as we think about the traffic situation, we're going to be shutting some of those areas down. At 4 p.m., Canal Street between Valenti Way and Causeway Street will be closed to traffic. We're also suggesting anyone that has any questions, go to boston.gov for more details. We're encouraging people to take public transit tonight into the game, and if you're coming into Boston, take public transit. We do have a Sox game over at Fenway, so there's going to be a lot of people in and around the city, so we want to make sure. I think their game starts at 4, so their game should be complete, and people should be moved out by the end of the game, but we're asking people to take public transit. We're asking people also to be careful of counterfeit tickets. Only buy from authorized ticket sellers. That's for your own well-being. There's nothing we can do if you buy a ticket and you pay crazy money for a ticket and you don't get into the game. That's something that we can't help you with. So we're asking people to kind of, go to a dealer if you're going to buy tickets. Public safety is certainly always our priority. The game is great and the celebrations are great, but public safety is number one. So we're asking people to be responsible, drink responsibly, act responsibly, listen to our public safety officials. We're going to have our Boston Police out there tonight. We're going to have MBTA out there. In some areas, we're going to have the state police out there. We're going to have the sheriff's county's office out there. So we have a lot of people out in the street, including our EMS and Boston Fire. So we're asking people to be respectful of each other when you're out there. Whatever the outcome of the game, Boston has shown in the past that we know how to win with style and pride, and we know how to lose with style and pride. So we're asking people to be very responsive and very respectful of property and of people as you move out. There's a lot of young people, a lot of little ones going to the game tonight, and the last thing we want to do is see somebody get hurt, whether it's a celebration or a loss on Causeway Street or around the Garden. We're going to have Boston Fire Department out in the areas tonight to make sure that everyone is safe. Boston Police Department, EMS, they're all going to be on hand on our side. Our Emergency Operations Center is going to be activated, so we'll be monitoring all of the situations in and around the Garden area. I'm going to ask Superintendent Ridge to come up here and say a couple words, and then from the Boston Police Department and Chief Green from the MBTA Police Department. And we are a city of champions, Boston, Massachusetts, and whatever happens tonight, we're incredibly proud of our team. So again, just asking people to be careful. After we're done, we're going to take questions. There is no conversation of any parade. Work has to be done on the ice tonight. The Bruins have 3 periods and maybe an overtime to do their business, and after that, then we can have all the conversations about whether we're going to be crying or happy. So we're not going to have any conversation about parades today. Superintendent Ridge.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good morning, everyone. First of all, I wish the Bruins good luck in their endeavor for their next Stanley Cup quest. Personally, I wish it wasn't happening on a Game 7 with 17,000 plus people inside the Garden. I don't know why they couldn't have done it in Game 4 or Game 6. Would have helped me out a lot. However, we are here now. So what we can anticipate, or what we'll see pretty much around the Garden and the Bullfinch Triangle area, the North Station area, is a highly visible uniform presence. We'll have both our K-9 EOD out there. We'll have our hazmat teams. We'll have a lot of uniform presence out that way. The mayor had mentioned Fan Fest. Following Fan Fest at about 8 o'clock, we're going to start to close the area down around that North Station area. So what we'll do is we'll set up safety and security zones so that when the game breaks, we're able to get those 17,000 plus people outside and back to their vehicles and out of the area. So we're going to set up basically support areas. So if people are coming down to the Garden and they want to support, being a Bruins fan, if you will, we'll give them certain areas, not right in front of the Garden itself, but we'll have those barriers set up. So approximately 8 o'clock, we'll be shutting that area down. there could be some other road closures also. And pretty much, what we've seen in the past, the Faneuil Hall area, we've got a lot of supporters that'll come out there, so we'll probably shut down that area. And then maybe in the Kenmore Square area, luckily for me, the college kids are not around. They've all gone home, so we won't have that huge influx that we've seen from Northeastern and BU. But we do expect a lot of people to come down after the game. And again, going along with the mayor said, we ask them to act responsibly. We will not tolerate public drinking, smoking of marijuana. We will not tolerate any property damage. Otherwise, we invite you to come on down and celebrate a Bruins victory. However, act responsibly. As the mayor said, we are a city of champions. We've been here before, so just act like it is what we're asking people to do. Be on your best behavior and support your team. Thank you very much.
Come on, everyone. Again, as always, I think we've done this, 12 times. I want to thank you for being here and to help us to get our message out to the riding public. I really appreciate it. We are very accustomed to winning various championships here in the city of Boston. We're actually spoiled, but it's been over 2 decades since we've had a deciding, clinching game in the city of Boston. I believe the last one was in 1994 with the Boston Celtics. With that being said, we anticipate a large volume of celebrants coming into the city to experience a Bruins victory tonight. I believe it will be a victory, by the way. We encourage everyone coming out to the city to utilize the MBTA transit system. I want to remind people to conduct themselves in the same professional, world-class manner that would make the Bruins organization and the city of Boston proud. The transit police will have an increased uniform presence out tonight, as well as with a high concentration of those officers being in the downtown area. Alcohol consumption and or unruly behavior will not be tolerated on the MBTA. And as always, we ask our riders, if you see something, please say something, contact us or any public safety official, and we'll come down to investigate. With the help of the public, together, we can have a successful, safe, and enjoyable victory celebration tonight.